And we're live.
All right. What's going on, guys? This is Season 2, Episode 4 of the Quantum Dawn War Stories podcast. I'm just one of your hosts, but first let me introduce our two guests this time. We have Whiskey Echo from Black Square.
Yeah, good day, everyone.
Then we have also True Fear from VREV, which will have an interview coming up.
Hey, guys.
All right, and also from our guys, Ogre.
Hey, how you guys doing?
And Americam.
How's it going?
Of course, I'm just the host, not really co-host. I think I always say co-host because I really think we're all hosts. We're all here together. But what's been going on with you guys? What have you guys been doing in the past? Since this has been, 3 months since we've had a podcast episode. But recently, what's been going on with you guys? Start with you, Whiskey.
So, what's been going on with the Black Square? So, had a little much of PlanetSide, got out of PlanetSide, started working on some more friendly MMOs, took my hiatus to EVE Online personally, and then just last week got into WildStar. Been running on Connery with Bellum Eternus, which is Connery outfit, and came back to PlanetSide and had some interesting views on new changes. So,
With PlanetSide, we're gonna get Ryan news. Anything going on with you in real life? Anything fun? Anything cool happening?
Well, it's summertime, so it's the snow. I think it snowed for hopefully the last time last week. It is Canada, so it could snow whenever. Yeah. We have 2 seasons, winter and construction. So.
Yeah, and then we have Cam, who easily has Arizona in the background, so we know where he's from.
It's only 10,000 degrees here today.
Yeah, it's like 85, but we have high humidity in Alabama. That's cool.
It's only gonna be 108 here today.
That's not too bad. That's actually not bad at all, seeing that, Arizona is a dry state. You sit out in the shade, it's like 80 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
It's like coming from somebody who likes the desert, 80 degrees is nothing for somebody who loves high heat. So 80 degrees is like tropical happiness.
All right, that's good. Well, moving on from the winter wonderland up north, what's up with you, True? How's VREV going, and with you in general?
VREV has been getting steadily stronger after our small issue a couple of months ago. We've been growing in strength, and we're able to sustain several platoons now at a time.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's good.
We've been working on, of course, our most recent operation was the server takeover. Took a lot of planning, about 2 months planning time.
Really, 2 months? Yeah, I'd love to hear. We'll get into the interview in a second, because I love to hear. I didn't know it took you 2 months to plan that. That's a long time for 1 weekend worth of operations. Was it a whole weekend actually, or was it just the day?
It was actually just the day. We took them faster than they thought we would. So. Yeah.
Okay. Anything going on with you in real life? Interesting.
Nope. Just enjoying the mountain weather up in here in Colorado.
Yeah, I know. I can see your picture. It says I see some Rockies logo. What else is on that? What is that?
On the what?
Your logo on your shirt. I guess not in real life like you sitting there right now in your picture.
No, I mean that shirt. It's actually my IT shirt from work.
Okay.
Standing in front of the school there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was maybe you rock a mountain climber or something. My mistake. All right. That's good. Yeah, we'll get into the interview in a second. What's up with you, Ogre?
Nothing much. I haven't been able to play PlanetSide that much lately because my video card has issues. I get to play for like 30 minutes and then my computer crashes. So
fix the other fan.
Yeah, it's either fix the other fan or buy a new video card, and it's a 560 Ti, which isn't bad. It's actually pretty good. But
that's what I have.
Yeah, and it is getting time to probably update. I'm probably going to be looking into getting a 760 Poseidon. So a little bit of money, but it's pretty much, I think, like, yeah, you have the 780, but the Poseidon's supposed to outperform it. So, or 760 is supposed to.
I have a 6950 right, like, I guess, 2 feet from my mic. I wonder why you guys can't hear it, because I have to wear it on 100% all the time now, because it's just overheating all the time. It's been, what, 3 years now? Dang.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I know how you feel, because, like, I can play any other game I have on my computer, no issues. I can have it running for a full 24-hour period, no issues. PlanetSide, nope.
Yeah. And it's only PlanetSide, too, isn't it? I can play
it's
DayZ.
only PlanetSide.
Yeah, I can play DayZ. SimCity I played yesterday, and it was fine. Running cool. But no, PlanetSide for some reason, yeah.
And I just came back from a break from PlanetSide, and like the medic update was pretty cool. I love the Terminus. It's such a nice rifle, but it's just like I'm starting to get back into it and enjoying it. And then like last night was really bad. I had to go take out a Sunder. I'm running up as my light assault. I'm like 20 meters away from their Sunder, and then I crash. And there was like nobody visible, nobody at all. I would have gotten that kill because I had my grenade launcher with it. So 2C4 grenade launcher round done.
See, I was the opposite last night. Freaking, my computer running great, but I couldn't even freaking get close to the dang Sunders, no matter what I tried.
Yeah. Oh well. What about in real life for you, Cam? How are things going?
Besides nerve rashes and health issues and everything else, I'm stressed out beyond belief at work. So
you need Mary Jane in your life, Cam.
Nah, none of that for me.
Well, then you need.
You guys can keep that.
Zoloft or an antidepressant or something. You need to watch
a lot of beer. Beer
yeah,
and
a lot
Dr.
of beer.
Tequila.
Yeah, tequila. Don't drink on the job, or do it in privately.
At work, what we do is we drink all day. We fire off our guns as we're working our job site. It's great.
That's Arizona.
Yeah, that's Arizona. Usually at a washing machine, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's just my experience from living in Arizona for a while.
Oh, cool. Sergeant Mile joined. Yeah, in Alabama, it's the same thing, but there's no job there. It's just that's your hobby. Yeah, Sergeant Mile. Hey, Sergeant Mile. Thanks for joining. Can you hear us in the mic? No. Maybe. But while he gets set up, maybe in a second. One funny thing that happened for me. Finally, is I reached bound rank 100. Which
Congrats.
I wish I filmed it. Film didn't work out the way I wanted.
Was it epic?
I wish it was. I literally did try and make it a artificial way, like by dive bombing a Sunday, then jumping out and placing tank mines. I did that a couple times, but I never did it. So then I couldn't pull a scythe anymore, and I decided, well, let me just run a Sunday for a minute. I kept the Sunday for an hour, and I just deployed, and I got it by someone deploying my Sunday.
I've had something like that happen before. I was about to hit max level on another game, and I was killing mobs, and I was going to go into PvP and get the last amount of XP I needed to get max level. And I said, don't pull any more mobs. Don't pull any more mobs. I'm about to leave, and as I'm typing it, the dude hits another mob, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, man. And I tried. I wanted to create a cool video, but even if it was good, it didn't encode right or something. I think something's wrong with my DX tutorial all the time. Oh well. Well, let's see. Since the good thing is that we're all actually VS outfits on Waterson, so this gives us a good, I guess, influence and I guess a good information of what's going on in the game, at least from our side and point of view. So one of the good things that Ogre mentioned earlier was the medic update. I play medic a lot. Do you guys play medic?
I've been playing it more lately because I wanted to play around with that Terminus, and I will leave it up to you to talk about the rest that's going to be put in, and then we'll discuss from there.
Well, how do you guys think, like Whiskey and True? Do you guys play medic, and what do you guys think of the update?
So, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Either one.
Okay, yeah, so
Yeah.
exactly. I actually came back right on the medic update day, so I was actually stuck in patch, and I was sitting there. This is what's this patch? Nothing on the forums. Okay, this is, and then log in, and then there's all these bubbles. So in the confusion, haven't played test server, don't know what's going on. It's like, are these stopping bullets? And then like, oh, my shields. Oh, this is cool. Got into a TR instant action TI alloys fight right then and there. Sitting outside, full view of the spawn room, with 4 or 5 of these bubbles down and just taking fire and suppressing the spawn. It really turned the camping game upside down.
Yeah,
Where you
I just do that.
take fire from a spawn room and don't have to worry about those red doors. If you can see the red, you're dead. Or
Yeah.
so.
I will say the bubble is kind of, at least compared to the last Infiltrator update, you had the motion sensor. There's a counter on it. You can only have, max 3 or 5, and it's a very small radius, and it has a timer on it. The medic has a limited amount you can carry, and the time is unlimited on how long they last, and it gives you back shields, and as soon as you walk in the bubble. I find that very unbalanced, for updates wise. It seems like it's a cool thing, but really you don't need more than 3. And if they're gonna make them to where they're unlimited, they should be more of a like a support slot. You have your C4 and you have your regenerative tool. They should make it something more like that, because then it makes it more of a strategic use versus I'm a medic, I'm just gonna spam them. You know what I mean?
I just drop in the middle of them and put down some prox mines and blow everybody up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're great though. Don't get me wrong. I just think they need to be managed a bit better.
Mm-hmm. Well, I like them. I mean, they're good for when you're holding the point. I think that's what they're made for, not for really attacking too much, more for defense.
Yeah, they're totally meant for defense. That's what I've been doing. The last couple times I played as a medic, I put them down by the point, so people shooting out from the doors can have a retreat point to where they can get a heal and shields back instantly. But as far as I have a feeling at some point in time, very soon, they're going to be very exploited. And that's, as I said, I don't like things that can be exploited, and it just seems to me that there's going to be a point in that that's going to happen.
All right. What do you think about True? Do you play Medic a lot?
I do play Medic from time to time. I think it was a really good addition to the game. Made holding places a little bit more definite. It gave a gathering area for random troops in the area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. People do beeline to it like moths to a flame, and it's funny because if you threw a grenade and hit that thing, you probably get a couple of good kills. That's why I said whenever I'm attacking, people group up there and they don't want to move. They just stay there and fire. So it does, like Whiskey said, it does make camping more prominent than attacking. People just want to stop, which is okay, I guess, but. Pubs, pubs will be pubs. We know that. Let's see. Any other? I'm looking at the update notes right now. There's nothing. Yeah, nothing of noteworthy. At least for the most recent update. Let me see what the 21 was. Implants. What do you guys think of implants? Have you guys been using them?
I kind of have. The chargers aren't really dropping as often as they should.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I bought some to start off because I had, floating station cash, and I got a couple of nice ones, but, it's kind of like you don't have the chargers, you don't get the ability, and then you have this big thing flashing on your screen saying you don't have any energy for your implant. I know that there's no energy. I can tell by the battery symbol. I don't need a secondary indicator.
Okay. And you guys, other guys, I don't use implants. I just keep making tier 3 ones. And that's all I do all day. I love the mechanic and the way it looks, all the graphic stuff. Yes.
So, two comments I have on that is, one, I miss being able to see that my certs or my site's 100% certed.
Oh yeah.
So whenever they do an update, it's always, what are we losing? There's only so many UI slots. So this one, the implants took the place of the easily certable objects. And then the other thing was, I kept breaking my implants. I'd do a tier 2 and then a tier 1, and it would break
Yeah.
and I'd lose everything. So
Really?
yeah.
That's playing
Well,
fun.
if you do a tier 1 and a tier 2, it's actually supposed to give you a charger.
Okay. Well,
That's how
so
it's
I have
supposed to go.
Okay.
that would
There's
explain
an
why
actual
I have
system.
tons of. That would explain why I do not have issues with my 22,000 power charge at the moment.
Yeah, because on the test server, because I actually tested them way back when they were just put in the game. They actually, like, compared to what is now, they told you how you acquired everything, and it was like level 1 and a level 2 will give you a battery, a level 2 and a level 3 will give you a better battery, and then if you do 3 of the same type, it gives you a random implant of the same level. If you do, I don't remember what 4 is, but if you do 5 of the same level, it will give you a random implant of the next tier up. So that's how it works.
See, I just throw things on the board and hit construct and see what happens.
Yeah, I just do all tier 1s go up, then all tier 2s go up to 3. Then I guess see if I can get better tier 3s from the shitty ones that I don't like. Oh, you guys can't cuss in the podcast if I didn't say. I don't know if you guys cussed a lot. That's fine with me.
I will say I wish they didn't take that out to where it showed you how to use it correctly, because that's actually a very important thing, especially to a new system, is knowing how it works. Like,
Well, that's where they need Shockwave on staff to freaking do all their how-tos and stuff.
yeah. Actually, me and Shockwave should probably get together just for implants, and probably just record it all on the test server, because you really don't need to be on the live server to do it.
Yeah.
Because you can actually get unlimited amounts of implants.
Yeah.
Speaking of, when are we supposed to get Hassan? When?
You know what? That's
Not this
another
week,
reason
this
why I
month.
haven't. This month.
This
You
month.
know what?
right.
I said on the forums, this is what I said. I said, okay, in December you said it'd be in here in February. And then February rolls up. Then you say it's May. And then May comes by and you say June. And now June's going to come by and you're going to say August. And then it's going to be August and November.
On the roadmap, and I think it was you or someone else that said that it's not tentative anymore. That's June. Maybe not tentative, but at least they're shooting for June this month. So you will see.
We'll have colonies on Mars before we get Austin.
That's fine with me. We'll get Austin. It's coming.
The thing I have an issue with is the whole, they're putting in flashlight gels. They're putting in laser sights. They skipped the light assault update and they went to the medic update, which really, it's cool what they put in for the medic, but it really wasn't needed. The medic was working just fine. The light assault didn't really have a team.
Shot across the map now.
Yeah. And the implants. They should have, said, let's get more people. Let's get people back is essentially what they should have done. Is because if you know anything about a game, yes, you can bring in all the new players you want, but it's actually better to keep the existing player base because they are the ones that are going to spend money on a religious base. I know this for a fact from Shia because I knew people in Shia that would spend $500 a day on that game.
Whoa.
Yikes.
Yeah. And they wouldn't even
$500
sweat
to
it.
spend on things.
And and PlanetSide can get like that, but they're going about trying to make the existing player base and the veteran player base want to, do their own thing. So they don't, get stuff that is new and keep them interested. You want to keep your player base interested. But that's my opinion, and it doesn't matter because I'm just some white guy.
Hey, I believe it. Look, you see my background behind me? We're gonna have Hassan. That's what.
Oh, we'll have
Hassan.
awesome.
We're
We
gonna
just
get it
might
soon.
not have it this year.
We'll get it this year.
I'll be an old man.
We'll get it. We love the game,
Side
guys.
4 will be
Love
out
the game,
before we
that's
get
all.
Hassan.
We love the game. We're just griping because we
Well, and
love
then
it
they
so
get rid of my
much.
girlfriend. They move her over to EverQuest
Well, then
garbage. It's like,
we gotta get with Black Square and VREV. We're gonna get an H1Z1 outfit going that we just run
Actually,
that
I
server.
probably
We should
will
do that.
H1Z1.
We'll call
That
it.
doesn't sound like fun.
We'll call it the Black Vanu Dawn.
you gotta make it racist, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I see how it is.
Well, let's see. You've been pretty quiet over there, too, which is okay because you're going to talk a lot now. I want you to tell us about the Memorial Day weekend thing that you guys had.
Excuse me.
All right, so
We got to hear. Yeah, please tell me from
All right.
where to start. Why do you guys do this? Is this just second time? I think you said annually.
well, definitely it was hard, but the reason we actually had some reasons for wanting to do it. A while back there was a Vanu alliance, and they worked together and they destroyed everything without much trouble. And so, in interest of seeing what we could do, we went around to the various outfits and talked to them about a takeover just to see if we could. And after 2 months, we gathered about 18 outfits, including Derp, XOO, etc. All the big guys. Then we just kept having to delay it, and then Memorial Weekend came around, and we wanted to decided we wanted to do something to honor the troops, as it were.
I was wondering who that was. Oh yeah. So after 2 months.
True. I'm throwing this in. You forgot Dawn.
All right.
What?
Yes, and Dawn.
Did he? He did. Well, that,
He said Derp, XO, and Sovu, but he didn't mention Dawn. So I'm just throwing that in there.
Yeah. And yeah, Miles, please pipe up. I'll have questions for you guys too. So then.
Well, I'm hearing out periodically, so.
Okay. So then, after 2 months. When did you guys start?
After that we did some operations, some joint operations with various people, and figured out what our plan was going to be. And biggest part of that was we started some taunting with the enemy forces. PHX definitely got into that. We pissed them off pretty good. We went back and forth on the forums. Sergeant got them pretty stirred up.
Yeah, I know on the forums you guys were saying, hey, we're going to do this at so-and-so time, so be ready. And yeah, and I think that they did come out somewhat in force later on, but we'll talk about that.
But our starting attack was on Amarish right away.
Really, I thought you guys started on Endar. Since you guys wanted to get Endar.
That was our original plan, but as we started attacking Endar, an alert popped up because we started at 1 a.m. and an alert popped up and everybody came there. And we got destroyed. So we moved to Amarish, took all of Amarish over, and once that was ours, we moved to Endar. After Endar, everything got a little boring because we had eight teams sitting by warp gates with sky guards and flak buses, just waiting for anything to try to come out. See like one mosquito come out and you would just see a bunch of laser lights hit the damn thing and just get buzzed out of the air in like a second. One infiltrator walked up to our line, looked at it, got shot by like 18 guys.
That reminds me of when you had to conquer the whole entire continent to take the continent. Remember, you would see like a whole cluster of people at their warp gate. Man, I wish I would have saw that. I tried to get up, but I passed out that night.
But yeah, we had some. It was going really good. We had Endar and Amarish secured. We'd sent a couple teams to Esmir, and then all of a sudden it hit 3 a.m. and the TR showed up and started hassling us at their warp gate. But then we had a couple of squads come in from the pubbies and help us out, and we took them back down and pushed them back in there.
Yeah, nothing like a good AM fight to wake you up.
Yep, and then throughout the day we pushed through, and eventually we captured Esmir, and then Esmir was probably the easiest one, I think, because there's no real defense on those bases. Yeah,
and I think that has the least amount of bases too, so you can pretty much go through it quickly.
That was our planned final target due to the fact that it was so easy to take and so hard to hold.
Yeah, so I joined. Yeah, I got up early to join. I think at 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, and then a couple of my other guys came in and joined the squad that I was leading. But we held it for how long? When did we capture all 3 continents? We lost one of them.
I was actually, oddly enough, I was on my break, at my 6-hour break, when we actually finished capturing. But I believe it was around 11 or so
Yeah.
that we had actually captured everything.
11 o'clock. Really? Wait, I thought did we not capture it all when I was there? And then we were just playing defense. Okay, maybe I came in a little bit later.
Yeah, it was.
I thought I came in.
At
Yeah.
our secondary plan was to hold and effectively farm certs off of the capture of all 3 continents.
Mhm. And we held it off for
A long time.
6 hours. Yeah, 6 or 7 hours. And you
Yeah,
guys,
we took it at 7 Eastern, 7:30 Eastern, and then we lost them at about 2 Eastern. So
yeah, that's what it was.
hours.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Which
I
who
know
was
you
in
guys
charge?
finished, Tracy.
It was you guys said it was Gunslinger was in charge, right?
Yes, he was in charge of the entire operation with leading platoon with help with platoon leaders and squad leaders as well.
So do you guys like it? Was any funny thing happen that whole time?
Yeah, a couple funny things happened. We had a galaxy that actually ran for 7 hours, a single galaxy that
Really?
didn't die for 7 hours. Yeah, it was
That is
my personal galaxy. And then finally, we after keeping it alive for all that time, we landed and it flies off the top of a ridge and smashes into a goalie.
of course.
Ground is OP, nerf ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you run a harasser.
now,
you-
Who was
God,
that
I'm
that
flipping it.
set one underneath the ground one early on in the game? On our. Who was that? Was that Talon or?
that was going
Now,
underground.
Yeah. We actually had a freaking galaxy flying around underneath the map.
Oh, I do that. Yeah, that does sound familiar.
Forgot about that.
Yes, you have the Galaxy, man. That I think you probably broke a record times 4
Yeah.
for that. Dang. What about
But yeah.
any good fights or any other
Especially
stories
good
you got?
fight was we got into a fight for about I think it had to have been 3 hours. At when we were doing Amerish, when an alert popped on us over there, we were fighting. I think it was that underground place. I can't remember the name of.
Subterranean analysis.
Yeah, we were there fighting for about
Yeah,
3 hours.
that's notorious.
Yep.
Gosh. Yeah, I tried to kick the TR one time for they were all the way back to the warp gate except for that one small base on the east side of Emmerich. And they stood there for a couple hours. I leave, come back, they still have it. They still have it. Man, I had fun. I definitely like it. We need to have more server-wide with the VS opportunities like this, because that's why I told my guys as soon as you guys said it. Yeah, we'll be there. I tried to make it as often as long as I could. I ran a squad, and I had fun just jumping around from defending. I think I got there after you guys capped it, so you guys were pretty much playing defense the whole time, which was fine. I didn't mind it. It was still fun watching a full platoon, and then you guys actually had 2 platoons, didn't you?
Yes,
What were-
VREV was running 2 platoons. One led by Gunslinger, one led by Salem Pride.
Okay.
Gunslinger's platoon was just all over the place, man. Our squads were in like 18 different places. I was leading Bravo squad for the majority of the time.
Okay. Yeah, I was in Pride's platoon, and we were flying mostly on Estamir, and then jumping to Indar. We kept going between those 2 continents.
Right.
Yeah. We need to have more. Yeah. Do you guys have anything else in the pipeline coming up, or you got anyone else have questions for them?
I don't think we have anything new coming up soon, but we definitely have things in the pipes. Probably another takeover, eventually. Probably not too soon, but definitely here coming up.
Yeah, like Labor Day. You guys better get to planning. It takes a couple months to do it.
Actually, the way it's looking, with what with the Vano Alliance that we're trying to start back up.
Yeah, please do.
We have something here in a couple of weeks, maybe. We might have another event. Not 100% certain.
One says, yeah. Yeah, thank you guys. I know Mario came in the other day. Yeah, we do enjoy the joint tops. Black Square, you guys got to join us too sometime. When you can. We'll see, because we could use more men on the field. More
Got something
combined arms.
problem with women, or what's going on here, Demand?
Oh, yeah. My girls will run around. They're running around. I'm trying to tell them. I'm doing my
No,
mic.
I'm saying on the game. You said we
Oh,
need
on the
more
game.
men. It's,
Oh, that's what you mean. No, I'm nothing against our females. Or
I gotta give
Don't
you.
let one of my officers hear you say that, or you will not be able to talk for 20 minutes in leadership chat. Trust me, I know this firsthand.
yeah, we do have a few female leaders, and then some that left. R.I.P. nitpicks. Come back if you can.
We have Cinderella, one of our officers. She's
Yeah,
coming back
I did
in the game slowly, and you know not to bother her or make her mad.
Yeah, I did hear her. You guys are gonna get all the new recruits now when she starts leading outfits or leading you guys' operations.
We scared all the women away. It must have been Americam and or Shockwave that did it. I swear.
What?
No, like we had what, like 3 girls. Two of them. I don't know because you never hear their voices. So.
Oh yeah,
the women.
we don't know. We did have one the new recruit, but she was there for 2 days.
Yeah.
I mean, this game is not.
It's not really meant for
new user friendly, and then definitely girls when you have nothing but like 48 boys talking to you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I can
lots
see.
of squeakers, lots of squeakers.
But the thing with female leaders is, I noticed they lead platoons a lot better because everyone shuts up and listens to them.
Well, yeah, because they're female. Like the way it works.
Busy drooling.
Yeah. Oh, say something else. I'll never mind. I'll be nice. I won't say anything. But yeah. Versus like if I want to be heard, I just put on priority speaker or I start kicking people from the chat room, and I don't deal with it because I'm the goddamn officer.
Oh, every time I see your picture, it looks like you're piercing into me. Oh, go ahead, Miles. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm just saying, to get people to listen, I yell. I'm not even platoon lead half the time, and True can attest to this. You'll hear me yelling in proximity like 300 times the same thing, and then leading the charge is stupid as hell. I take the medic role and just charge.
Yeah, that's Miles. Anyway, so that goes into any funny war stories other than the Memorial Day operations that we had server-wide. Anything funny happened lately in-game, guys?
I took out 5 galaxies with my galaxy yesterday, just crashing into it.
Yeah, you can pull galaxies now from every base. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I would like to talk about funny stories. My computer
One side
works.
posts galaxies, one side posts things now. It's stupid.
Yeah, Cam, you are perpetuating what's going to happen when people just start seeing a bunch of lib farming. People are just going to pull gals and ram into them, which is fine with me. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to make Dawn. That's going to be our ML for a while.
Actually, that's one thing that one thing last night made me laugh was Kappa was flying and he was a little drunk. He's saying tipsy. I'm going to say he was drunk because he's like, why are the controls flipping on me? Why aren't I landing correctly? I think I might be able to land on this building that's only 200 meters long. Like, what the hell? He's like, really was having a hard time landing on a building that was like 100 meters long. So.
Oh, Kappa.
Yeah.
We love him though.
Yeah.
He was playing. He just got off a few minutes ago too.
He's our Serbian member, so he's already level 50 after a month. That's a lot of. That's I think 8 hours of playing. 8.
Am I even level 50 yet?
Yeah.
I suck bad.
You're not even at level 50 yet? I'm like
I don't know what I am.
Hitting 60.
You're 64, 65, Cam.
Oh, am I? Okay. I don't pay attention to that stuff.
Yeah, I don't. I pay attention to it every once in a while. And last time I checked, I was like, "Oh, I'm 59 and almost 60. Oh yay!"
Yeah.
I don't know. The battle rank means nothing in this game, so.
What does Black Square do for fun? What do you guys do when you want to just fuck around?
Make a lot of good use of those ejection seat galaxies, or sorry, liberators. They're quite amazing at bailing out and just forgetting about them, and then coming back an hour later and be like, "Hey, we still have a liberator in this random rock. Somebody get a light assault."
You said that you have 100% certed scythe, right? So have you
Yes.
done that? You jump out of your scythe and jump back in it. Have you ever done that yet?
So two awesome stories about scythes and flying. One day we actually mag burned off a rock and air-to-air combated a reaver. He was flying. It was at Mao Tech, and he was going under the. He was flying along the road, like awesome piloting skill, because it's just a ravine on either side, and we jumped this mag rider over top of him like Dukes of Hazzard style, and it's under, and then and the mag riders rotate while flying, turn while flying and fire at this reaver and actually nail him as he flies away.
Nice.
So that's, and then yeah, there's been I actually have a video of the Top Gun soundtrack of your data on the MiG is incorrect. I was in a 9G negative or 4G negative dive with a Mozzie and bailed out. We're both like back when the air-to-air lock-ons could actually lock on well with your middle mouse wheel, so you could actually look behind you almost or look above you and fire, and then they'd loop around and come back. Yeah, so that was something about. Yeah, that was about a year back that they made the air-to-air combat completely null and void. Really pissed at that one. But
what are you doing? Oh, keep going.
Yeah, what are you doing? So now you just have to fly over top of some baddie and bail out as a light assault, put some C4, and hop back in your scythe as you fly away.
Or just go mag burn off cliffs in Indar. That's what we're doing.
Exactly.
We get scythes. We'll just use our mags.
Yeah.
See, my preferred method is take a Sunday, go off a steep cliff, roll, tumble all the way down, and take out a whole bunch of infantry on your way.
Yeah.
So usually it's friendly infantry.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's on an accident.
Regular accidents.
Yeah. I have to say, TI Alloys, and then the other base over by where Mag Rider Ridge was, you
guys named it? Just Mag Rider Ridge?
Yeah, Mag Rider Ridge that overlooked the Crown. But that base...
Crossroads.
Yeah.
Crossroads. I have to say that all the good war stories, they seem to come from the one of around that area.
Yeah.
Three-way fights and then gal drop, or so. If you're looking for a fight, new player, instant action's broken. Don't worry about it. Just go to the Crown. It's still,
Crown's still a four-letter word, isn't it? Or did it? Has it moved up finally?
Crown. All right, I have to. This little. I hate the Crown.
Well,
not because of the farm, just because that's the whole problem with Endar is the Crown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
I like the
Crown, Endar X, the last line's pushed to one base that you can never take if there's an equal pop.
Don't get started on Endar Quartz Ridge, Endar Excavation Quartz Ridge.
Then you got Endar Comrade that's
yeah.
Once you take Endar Comrade, you're done because you can just fire rockets at anything coming for you.
That's how the Crown used to be. I remember back in beta, I sat there on the Crown as a max burster max, and I took out at least 50 air with my max with no problem. And this is back when burster maxes were more powerful than the turrets, and the Crown didn't have a multiple capture point. It had, I think, 2 capture points or 1 capture point.
One, it just had alpha inside the tower. That was
which was near impossible to get to at the time. Like you had to have like 5 or 10 times the amount of forces attacking to take the Crown.
Yeah.
Well, last night was Broken Heart. the ridge over Broken Arch, we probably had 50 or 60, 80 people standing up on top of that frickin' mountain with AA maxes and everything else, and we were just taking down air left and right. We lost Broken Arch a long time ago. Crossroads went down, and we lost everything around us, but we were all about 80 of us were still up there taking down air for hours.
Yeah.
It's like doing no real
We
good,
did
but
that with, when the Lancer first came out, we set up 2 squads
Oh, yeah.
up by the TR Warp Gate, the one the NC currently has, and just shot them dead anytime they pulled air out of their Warp Gate with Lancers, just to have some fun with the new rocket launchers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a pretty good weapon.
All right. Let me pull back for more stories. We'll probably still have some stories, but I want to hear about WildStar. Let our 2 guests have more to talk about. Whiskey, I want to hear about WildStar since it's new and just came out. Since I love video games, so I want to hear about other games that you guys been playing.
Let's first arcade by killing Ford and infested in
Oh,
you step down the squish
Hey.
inside comes the spots having
I'll
only
try
a
and talk over.
yeah.
over
Oh, yeah.
here.
Ogre.
And
Be kind.
uh,
The guest.
so yeah, WildStar. Very, very humble beginnings. Very interesting. Of course, starting off as some people have called it, WoW 2.0. It is a MMO adventure, but I like to call it the multiplayer Skyrim, so to speak. What ESO should have been. Getting your
Okay,
friends
yeah.
together, and a lot of the base gameplay is, of course, a lot of questing. It is a traditional MMO. Go to this NPC, pick up 20 things, off you go. But they've focused so much on the instance PvP. They just released their features trailer, and they have your standard kind of arena-based, 15v15s, but they also have the coolest thing I think is these war plots, which you actually build beforehand. So you're actually building like a base, and then they orbitable drop onto the battlefield.
Right.
And
What
now you have. What's up?
what faction are you playing? Camel was at the top by my ass. Are you playing? Is that the 2 factions?
So exactly, there's 2 factions. There's Dominion and Exile. Dominion are, and of course, an empire that believe that the planet Nexus, which is where all the combat takes place, is their
Okay.
birthright, and that they have a birthright to this planet, and they have their ancestors grew up there, so this exile scum is hiding on their planet, and then of course the exiles from the exiled from the Republic or the Imperial, having to fight every day for their very survival.
Okay.
And of course, this is a screenshot from my main server, Pergo, which is and where I play Exiles.
Yeah, Cam, if you
And-
can go to mine.
Yep.
Yep.
We have Realm Full.
Yeah.
Oh.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy. I don't think
Exactly.
I've never seen any other game with the. Let me see. Let me do the quick math. Quick math. What is that? How many days is that? Anyone?
So 9.5 days is the estimated wait time to
9.
get into this realm.
Yeah. So in a
And-
week and a half. Week and a half. Yeah, you'll be playing.
And you know what would happen too if you actually waited for that it get down to the last few minutes, and then you get disconnected and have to relog in again.
Yeah. You have to go all
So
the way.
that's what
to the
happened.
end.
Okay, so exactly, War Story. That's what happened this morning. I left my laptop running while I went to sleep for 8.5 hours. I was on the login page, and they released a hotfix, which of course the servers had to go down. And then when I logged back in, that's what I saw. So, it's NCSoft. They haven't. It's a weekend. They've released on a
Yeah.
Friday or a Saturday morning
Yeah.
Pacific at 00. So they were They were sitting there popping champagne, and they actually got DDoSed for the first 45 minutes.
Of course.
Nobody could log in, and they're all sitting there, having a great time. Yeah, we launched a video game, and somebody comes out running on stage, and it's like, hey, we should probably look at this.
Oh,
So
God,
right
guys,
now we're in.
How to do this? Hurry up.
Yeah.
Get your
Right
bounce
now
station.
we're in pre-release. So anyone that pre-ordered has a 3-day head start.
Oh,
Being a little interesting trying to actually get ahead on the head start because of these queues.
yeah.
And just to put it in perspective for our planet side folks, there are more people trying to log into this server than you can fit on a continent in planet side.
Wow.
And that's just one
So-
server.
And that's just one server. So of course, we'll grab some
About
stats.
2 continents worth of people right now.
Yeah.
Real
Oh wow. So North America, there's 14 servers, 6 PvP, and then there's PvE, and then the EU, they have 8 total. And the EU this morning for their prime time, they actually maxed all 8 servers. So
Oh, wow.
huge player, people just trying to get in, and it's really nice to actually see that from an MMO, because the launches haven't been going that great. We've seen some
Yeah.
really haven't really. Well, that's the issue, is we haven't seen.
Yeah,
a
that
big
usually comes
upsurge.
in. Yeah.
No.
I think ESO launched pretty cleanly, didn't it?
No,
ESO
they
launched-
had
No, it didn't.
so many bugs when it launched that you can't. It's halfway broken right now still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but even ESO, their player base is down already from what they were expecting, and
Mm-hmm.
um,
I can see that.
the most interesting thing probably about WildStar was that the PvP servers. All through beta, they had one PvP server, and it was kind of just the ugly duckling, and nobody really played it. And then launch, they had 3, and they maxed pretty much instantly. So the player base was like, haha, we were just joking. We actually want to play on a PvP server. And the getting into the mechanics, doing computer engineering, so getting a little into the server architecture. The accounts are server locked. So once you create an account, one of their biggest issue right now, so much like PlanetSide, and we can segue out of this with talking about Connery. Because
Go ahead,
I actually
no,
have 2
Keep
accounts
going.
on
If you want to talk about
PlanetSide.
Connery, go ahead.
Yeah, 2 accounts on PlanetSide,
Yeah.
and 1 on Waterson, where I've met all these lovely people, and then also Connery. And there's been some interesting changes on Connery, and likewise, but it's exactly that. Much like PlanetSide, I can't play with all my Connery friends. I can't say, hey guys, let's go over to Waterson because there's this awesome event that that's being hosted by VREV, and let's go hang out and honor the troops. And no, it was like, okay, well, make level 1 alts and come on over. So
Yeah,
the exact
that's
same
the-
thing's happening in WildStar, is that you start one day and you get 5 or 6 friends together and you all make a server, and then you come back tomorrow and the server's full. You can't log in. One guy gets in and he's sitting there going, hey, can you guys join? They're like, nope. So there's a lot of flip-flopping. People trying to join in, and it's
But gamer nerds aren't supposed to have friends anyway. We don't socialize or anything like
Yeah.
that.
I think
Yeah.
you said an anomaly with 5 friends right there. That's crazy. That's crazy talk.
And actually, so talking, the link between PlanetSide and WildStar is DVS. Plays on Waterson, also plays on Pergo for WildStar. They have Azure Twilight, 8-bit. There's a lot of big PlanetSide outfits that are all kind of decided that, hey, let's give WildStar a try. So
Yeah.
it'll be very interesting to see the linking between the two, because you're going to have players that play both,
Yeah.
and even in the same clan. So trying to prioritize if something's going down in both games at once, well, becomes very interesting for some of these larger groups to coordinate.
Okay.
So
Real
yeah,
quick, Whiskey,
it's-
what is that? Is that tape on the side? Because we have the same, and so does Cam. I know he has the same. Is that tape on the side of your mic?
yeah, so that's some green painter's tape. Not very impressed with this Logitech stuff. It's the only thing. Everything else I have is Razer or Microsoft, and the headset.
I think you probably rage
And-
quit too much and
and
slammed
for
it down.
Well, no, it was, so what there is it's where the transition, and you guys all have the same one, so it's the transition between where it goes to that hard plastic to the rubber.
Yeah. Oh, no, there's
Yeah, mine doesn't have
Yeah,
that.
I don't
On my
see it.
headset, it's all like
Yeah.
a wire. Well, you know that metal
Yeah.
tubing they have? It's flexible metal tubing. I have that. So.
yeah. I don't see anything that's similar.
It's
to mine,
right
but
at the
maybe-
very
maybe
edge.
That's
Yeah,
Actually,
right at the
yeah.
very edge.
Actually, my G930 is taped together too.
Mine has
Everyone
epoxy
do that
covering
thing?
all. Actually, you can kind of see it right here. I got epoxy everywhere.
Man, you guys break your headphones too much.
Yeah,
I
what
clean
is
up on a
going
rack
on?
and stuff
You're
after
just-
I'm done using them.
Whoa. Yeah, mine's
Well-
dropped a few times from my PC, but I've never. Dang, I don't need tape. and
Mine's broken
epoxy.
just from taking it on and off so many times, and the
Oh,
plastic just snaps. It's been fine since I used that friggin' epoxy, though.
Well, like I said, I took really good care of it. I, put the arm up every night and kind of had reserved a little 12 by 12 spot and set it down. I didn't even have it hanging, because I had a pair of Turtle Beaches, so I still have the little plastic hanger that they gave. So
I didn't get a
oh.
plastic hanger. I want a plastic hanger for my turtle. Jesus.
Yeah, so didn't even use that. Maybe I should have, and woke up and was like, oh, okay, well, the mic's half hanging. So
I haven't had any problems with the microphone boom. It's all just been
Yeah.
the earpieces that keep falling apart on me.
You should probably go down to a 99-cent store and replace that painter's tape with some electrical tape. It'd
Yeah.
probably work a lot better.
well, any other games you guys been playing? Let's see, True.
I've been playing
New?
that new game, War Thunder, which is a lot like World of Tanks or World of Tanks.
World of Tanks, true.
Yeah, we have a couple guys doing that. Yeah.
The tanks mod, the tanks patch they put in went off really well. The graphics are amazing on it.
Yeah, from what I understand, I think we actually have a top-ranking clan or whatever in World of Tanks. I don't play World of Tanks, but the guys talk about it. They're really high-ranked or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway. I'm playing Blade, getting back into Blade and Soul. I want to start a Dawn outfit, or clan, guild, whatever. It's just kind of hard because they're not bringing it to America this year, and maybe not next year. But it's out in China, and they do have a makeshift translator launcher thing. They have, you download the launcher, you patch it, and then every week or so you go and repatch it, and it will put in the new localization translations they have from Chinese. But the game it's really, really cool.
Love you long time.
Love you long time.
Well,
There are Americans there. I've seen some English names. You can. It's not. They don't get you for being in another region. It's just you have to understand.
Haven't
It's all in
spent the
Chinese.
time to translate and
Yeah.
actually make the game for us yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to get back into DayZ. I've been playing a little bit of that. Now they've got some updates done and whatnot.
Yeah, we
Enjoying it.
got to, Cam. We gotta get some more sniping going.
I still got my character from months ago. I haven't been playing a lot, but I've been playing, and they haven't been able to kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I log in every once in a while, and then I
Yeah,
see,
same here.
did they delete my character yet? And then I see I still have my M16
Yeah.
and my 160 round magazine, so I'm just like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah,
Is that your
I've been hiding
hardcore
in the
character?
woods.
Is that your hardcore character?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have mine too, which is good. Yeah, my regular character dies so much, but people are starting to be less assholes. That's the best thing is that I can run up on people with my gun out actually, and people will say hi first before you get shot or flanked by another person coming out of the woods to take both of you out. That has nothing
See,
to do
I'm
with
still
it.
getting shot at constantly. I'm up in the woods,
Yeah.
and I got, sniper fire at me all the time. I don't know how they haven't killed me.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Um,
running around just like an idiot now with my gun out. I don't care if I get hit.
I'm in full camo, and I'm...
I'll start playing it again when they actually add zombies to the game.
Yeah. Well, no, they're in there. They're just once they die, they don't respawn with the server. The server has to reset for loot and all that now.
Yeah, they've added some more to it now, and they're a little bit more aggressive than what
Yeah,
they
and they
were.
take a little bit more hits, but I mean, I'm still on the Arma 3 Daisy beta, if you want to call it that, or alpha. And that's much better, I feel, than the actual game.
Yeah, and even Rocket is even like voiced his opinion on it. He's like, nah, I'm done with this. This is.
No, he got his
H1Z1's gonna be better.
$10
Yeah, now that he got his $30 from a couple million people, he's all right. He's like, I got like after he divvies it up, he probably has at least a solid 3 to 5 mil.
Well, he has enough that he's going to start his own studio in back in his native Australia, I think is where he's from.
Sure, New Zealand.
Somewhere in that region.
Yeah.
New Zealand, yeah.
Somewhere. I just hope if he does decide to do another game like DayZ or whatever, that he shows a little appreciation for the people that got in on the pre-release DayZ and and hook them up with like a rebate at least.
So I was playing DayZ and Arma 2 back in 2.5 years ago or something, and it's back when one bullet you die or a zombie was so OP that you couldn't kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Back before they got balanced, and that was
fire axes.
No, but one game though that I don't know if y'all follow, but it's been delayed once again is Star Citizen.
Oh, did it get delayed again?
Dogfighting for another month at least.
Yeah, let me ask you guys, how much have you guys donated somewhat so far?
0.
But wait, how are you're getting it?
We know you, Ogre. Anyone else? I'm not. You don't have to say. You don't have to say.
I want to get it.
I can honestly say that my community, VREV, we have donated between all the guys. We have about 12 people going to play. They've donated over $1,000 probably.
Yeah.
Probably around $2,000 now, and they have about 30 ships between all of them.
Wow.
Yeah, see, I'm only gonna get pay enough to actually get the game, and maybe a ship that's always mine, because I hear they're gonna have ships that are always gonna be yours if you buy into it or something like that. I'm not sure. I want to get into it because I love flying games, but or space flying games. It's just I just don't like the fact that you lose your ships. And
you do?
Don't.
Oh, I know that. I haven't given any money. I am interested. As soon as
I want to get it. We've been let down so many times by space games and whatnot. I'm just sitting and waiting on this one. I want it to work out. I'm scared.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember the guy is doing it is well known for.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So the two comments I'd have on Star Citizen was one back because I've been doing admin work for another group trying to create. It's interesting. You're doing all the admin work for a clan that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So it's you sit down, you check the forms, you approve new members, you go through, you have meetings on Teamspeak, and then December 14th, 2013, we were going to be like, we have a dogfight, and now we still don't have a dogfight module. So it's 7 months almost to the day, and we still don't have a dogfight module.
Yeah.
So it's becoming an issue. That group actually pooled all their money and actually has a character that has like the highest level of backing, just because that made more sense than everyone giving $10. If you have 100 guys give $10, well now you have a carrier or whatever they're going off to do.
Oh, cool.
Um,
Yeah. So one person owns that
they
carrier, right?
exactly. They
That's good.
they even again, doing all the admin work. They participated in the design challenges that came out for other ships because they actually sourced ships and did challenges in the community for ship ideas. So it's been a really cool project. Except at the end of the day, there's no I can log in and view a hangar
Yeah.
with all these awesome ships in it. But no,
The
it's
way it seems that they're going, it's going to be hangar simulator. Go into a hangar and look at all these pretty ships that do all these cool things, but don't really do anything besides, sit in a hangar.
well, and we had a quick meeting on Friday about Star Citizen and just getting a little more intel. And apparently they have 250 actual programmers hired in the company. I don't know where those stats came from, but the actual production cycle and what everyone has to remember about Star Citizen is you have been there from day one. PlanetSide 2 or whatever game you want to think of. We had concept art, and I call it PlanetSide 1.5 when they had all the concept art for back in 2010, 2011, and we didn't actually get a game for many, many years after 2012. So that's the biggest thing that people have to remember about Star Citizen is normal games, just simple, Goat Simulator takes 6 months to program. And we're trying to reinvent Eve, basically.
Yeah. Eve at a much grander scale. How long has it been since they announced it and did the Kickstarter? How long has it been? When did anyone know off the top of your head?
At least 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah. And with the ambition that they're going, that's probably the norm. That's a AAA.
To be honest, most of development cycles take 3 to 6 years.
Yeah.
Or in PlanetSide's terms, it's more like 6
Yeah.
decades.
They're still working on it. Since PlanetSide 1, it's been 11 years now. Or Duke Nukem is what, 15, 14? Which is okay.
And I have in October 2012 was the kickoff using Edition Deck. So that was actually before Kickstarter.
Okay, so then...
So it's almost 3 years.
Yeah.
It's getting close to 3 years.
Yeah.
And
It's okay. 2015. Coming soon. Coming soon.
Probably
Yeah,
late,
so-
probably before the holidays of 2015.
Well, actually, interesting thing about that is that they have a projected roadmap, and the thing to remember, or another thing about Star Citizen, is that everyone's calling it Star Citizen, and that's their MMO component. But then they also have their Squadron 42, which is their actual single player. You could go to a store and buy it on a disc, basically. So that's the Squadron 42 is the single player co-op game that will be released in late 2015, early 2016.
Whoa,
and then
that's... Keep going,
yeah.
So you're looking at the MMO side is after that.
Exactly.
Right.
And are they going to make you purchase another game for the MMO aspect? That's where you have to look also.
That's where the transparency's been failing a little bit on their part.
If you're a business, that's probably what they'll do is that you would have it separately. They want to make money. They know that people are deeply involved in it, so they probably will.
They'll probably do something like you can
everything.
a dual pack. You get both games for like $70, and if you spend like $150, you get like a 15-inch collector's pulpit, ship of whatever, and like a comic book, and you get both games.
Yeah.
For like $150, which a lot of people will probably pick up because they respect Wing Commander, of course, which including myself. But I won't get the collector's edition. Would be nice.
Yeah. Actually, so I'm a little off on those dates. The alpha for Squadron 42, they're saying in a 2013 interview, they were saying end of year 2014. So that'd
Wow,
be like
and
a
that's just
closed
alpha.
Yeah, it's just alpha.
Yeah, alpha for
Wow.
a single player game, basically.
And
And then-
that alpha will go on for about 6 months.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
general.
Yeah.
And then you got the beta, which will be another 6 months to a year. That's a long time.
Yep.
But the beta,
Our kids will have
if you
something
buy
great
into
to
it,
play.
you'll be able to play it. Yeah, I'd rather it take forever, and like that's the whole thing with DayZ. I bought it. I know it's not great, but if I be patient and I don't just like play it all the time, it will get finished
Yeah.
and I'll enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of on the same thing as that. If you buy it now, yes, it's just a hanger simulator, but at some point they're going to hopefully finish it.
Mhm.
And that's the big thing is that I've been using the term a lot in some of the game reviews I've been doing is a DVD worth of content, and that's what's really getting important. Since now with all these digital medias, people can release whatever they want, and they don't actually have to have a CD worth of content like we had back when we were all growing up, and you actually or even went to a floppy disk and you actually had a physical disc, and people would get mad at them if they didn't fill it up with the actual game if they just put filler in, so
Yeah, but that's the great thing about digital downloads now is
Mhm.
just the fact that you never ever have to have a disc anymore. And I do miss the days when you can go in and buy a game from a retailer and put it on your PC and you have this, but
I don't miss those days.
I don't miss them anymore.
I like going to GameStop and asking,
I
or
don't
getting
even-
asked 10 times if I want to put down a pre-order.
Yeah, that's what they always tell me all the time. Oh, you want to pre-order
I play
something?
PC
I'm like,
games,
dude, I
man.
play PC. Like,
I'm here to get a PSN card. That's it. I'm out. That's it. That's all I need. Just give me
yeah,
a
like
PSN card.
I go in there for.
Do I look like I'm pre-ordering a game if I'm just buying a card?
Actually, I might be going into GameStop pretty soon because I'm probably going to order myself a Nintendo 3DS. Because I don't know if you guys ever heard of Monster Hunter.
Nope, never.
Oh man,
What's that?
No.
Sounds
very
familiar.
enjoyable.
Don't know anything
I'm
about it.
just kidding. I played it.
Okay, you have played it. Well,
I'm
they're
on
going to
the
be doing
PSP.
Monster Hunter 4 on the 3DS. Why?
Vita.
No,
It's on the Vita.
they already have it on the 3DS in Japan, and so many people have requested for it to come to America. They're going to do it. So, like, I liked Monster Hunter. Was it 3? I didn't play 2, unfortunately, because it never came to America. I played 3. I really liked it. I didn't play it on the PS3, unfortunately.
Yeah. That's for
And-
another discussion.
Yeah, but I do really
I can
want
tell
to
you
play
about-
this one.
I love Monster Hunter 2. There's a bunch of Vita games that are similar to it in that sort of 4-player co-op aspect. But from a game that, you guys have been wanting, that's probably a couple years away, here's the game that came out this past week is Watch Dogs that me and Owen
Very
have been
good.
playing. And Ken's been watching, which,
I've been
you guys
drooling
been
wanting
playing
that.
yeah, have you guys been playing Whiskey or True? Or Smile if you're still there?
I have not been playing it, but I know Mile has.
Yeah, I do stream it, and I will stream it as long as every time I play, I'm streaming, and it's fun. It's a fun game if you feel like open worlds things.
All the technical aspects of it attract me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could really be so screwed up in
Yeah.
that game. Like like you have Grand Theft Auto where you're just as violent as you can be. I've been playing
Yeah.
as a technical good guy, except for sometimes I'm kind of a complete butthole. I put it to a certain wage they make of where I hack. If you make under $50,000, I generally don't hack you unless it says you're a douchebag.
Why does it matter? You know,
I don't know. I just
target.
I have a heart, I guess, and I just can't do it.
No, my heart crosses. I don't kill any cops. Do you guys ever play a game that you don't?
I kill
Like-
cops because they get in my way.
Really?
But I don't
try
generally run
not
into
to
them,
kill
so.
anything. Like when I play Skyrim, I didn't kill NPCs or
I never do that.
try to do things like that. I like trying to play a character. When I'm playing Watch Dogs, I kill everyone who has a gun except if you're a cop. I'll even kill those because there's little random events that happen that you'll try and stop a crime and someone will just come up and shoot them. I will kill that person, even if that they're a civilian. I don't care. He just shot that guy. I'm gonna kill him back.
Well,
That's
see,
all.
the thing is, I don't do that. No, the only reason I don't kill them unless like they're really far away, and then I'll snipe them. But I'd like to actually capture them because you get more respect points if you don't kill them.
Yeah.
And you know, running around the world, you know, hitting a pedestrian, not killing a pedestrian, just hitting him and injuring him, reduces that respect bar you have a lot.
It does. Yeah, that's why I killed him on accident.
Yeah, like I don't even mean to. Like I've been running around on the motorcycle just so I don't hit them as much. So you know, when you're sitting there and you're hitting pedestrians, not trying to, you're just hitting them because it happens, and you lose all that respect. It actually does affect the gameplay because, you know, the people start ratting you out.
Yeah.
You know, you got cops on you. You know, people are taking pictures more often. And I am going to go through it where I'm going to be a complete douchebag, and I'm going to kill everybody I see just for the shits and giggles. But I haven't sat down to restart it yet. So.
Yeah, I love all the side. I'm not liking the campaign. I like all the side missions. That I know I plan for Cam. Like you do the convoy missions, right, Ogre? That you have to take out a convoy that's going from point A to point B. You have to get in between and try and take them out some way, neutralize them. So
bitches.
Yeah, so I like to just. I haven't done the sniping way because there's certain ways you can do it. You can just run up and try and knock them off the road. I just like to put a big ass car in the middle of the road, sit behind it with my rocket launcher, and just surprise them, come out from behind cover, and just take them all out. And then I have to remember you can't kill them. You can't kill the one person, the target. And then I always lose. Why do I always lose? It says just take them out. Can I just take them out that way? Why not?
Yeah, like what I do is I go in because you know I've actually beat the game, and I'll go. The convoy will come up. I'll have my car in the middle of the road, and I'll lay a couple IEDs, and then like they'll walk right onto them bastards, or I'll pull out the grenade launcher, and I'll just like boom, dead, and a convoy. See you guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now you were saying something about Talon was trying to hack you or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's a good mechanic. Ogre. Well, yeah, I wish Talon was in here, but you could use. Yeah, no, you can do it on the PC too. Is that you have an app, the Uplay app that you could go into other people's games and either observe them or send them little side missions. Some of them are that you have to get from point A to point B through checkpoints in your car, and the person on the cell phone app will send out. No, hold on.
Kids.
I know. It's okay. My girls are playing. So you go from point A to point B, and the guy on the app will send cops or helicopters. He'll turn the traffic lights on, off, turn posts up. He can do that through your smartphone app. And I'm trying to go through this, and I'm 7 out of 12 checkpoints down, going through a really narrow scenic way, and I get pit maneuvered by one of the cops, 3 cops behind me. I swear to God, the other 2 cops go in front, and there's only a lane that 2 cars could probably fit through, traffic, and they go out and sandwich me in for 30 seconds, and I can't. I swear to God, either that is in their code or there's like players did that perfectly.
No, it's in their code.
I raged at Mad Jello that happened, and it told me later that it was him that did it. And I was fucking the whole time. Like, no! Why?
I'm gonna have to get that just to mess with you.
Yeah, get that out. That app is. I need to, get it. Demand 22 is what my PSN is, and that's what you'll see on Uplay. But yeah, the game is so much fun. I just go around like I did on Assassin's Creed, They just run around, just doing random things that you see in the environment, not just playing the campaign. I'll eventually play a campaign. I don't like to marathon games like Ogre does. Apparently, it's been out for, what, 5 days? You're already done with it?
No, yeah, well, I did actually pretty much all the missions except for the rule side ones. Like, I did actually 2 of them. I found all of the dead bodies, and I found all the weapon caches for the for weapons.
Dead bodies. I was playing with my wife, and there's 6 dead bodies. This isn't a spoiler or anything. This is one of the side missions. I'm not going to spoil. You better not spoil it either, Ogre. Is that there's 6 dead bodies in the world, and you have to find them.
Yeah.
My wife, I found the first one, but it says after on your mini map. My wife is like looking at me like, "What the hell did you do?" Because he's in a sarcophagus or body bag.
It's like a bag, yeah.
Yeah, like a Egyptian pharaoh or mummy. And then there's demonic symbols around it, and I was creepy.
But I did them because I don't remember what that one gave. I know it gave a weapon. I think it gave an assault rifle that fires really fast. But I did the other one because it gives you a silenced goblin, which silenced weapons in that game are actually
goblin.
Yeah, goblin. That's one of the assault rifles. Yeah,
really?
It's a Spec Ops Goblin. It has a It's the only assault rifle with a silencer.
Oh, in the game.
Yeah, in the game.
Oh, okay.
As far as I know.
I haven't seen that yet.
I picked that up, and I guess the best motorcycle in the game. You have to clear out a table in poker. So I'm gonna get really bored one of these days and clear out a table. It's only $100, but still you have to go through all those animations, and that's what makes it boring is the animations. If it was just to be deal done, deal done, deal done. But it just to re-deal the deck from the end of the match is like a minute. And when you're playing against 3 other NPCs, it just drags on.
No, screw that. I'm just gonna go around town changing traffic lights and watching 10-car pileups. That's all I like.
The mobile app's free for anyone. Ooh.
Yeah. Come join me, Ken.
I would, but I have a feature phone, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's free to anyone.
I have the Note 3.
How big is that screen? Is that 6 inches?
That's pretty big.
Yeah. That's
Big
huge.
as my friggin' hand. And I got big hands.
You'll like the story as you go along, man, because you're only in Act 1.
Yeah.
I don't want to do any spoilers, and we'll probably talk later about it.
Yeah,
but I'm telling you, the story starts getting better and better, and it's like once you get halfway, it gets really good, and then it ends, and then you're like, I want more.
They will. There'll be a watch.
Oh, there'll be watch.
Yeah, there has to be. This is like Assassin's Creed.
Downloading it.
I'm in stream. Not tonight. I have a dinner appointment. Maybe tomorrow. Or no, wait.
Cancel it.
Yeah.
Cancel it now. Now.
Yeah. Sorry, Mom. I got to play video games more so now than I usually do. So click. I'll see you for church later.
I'm not going to work next week. That's pretty cool.
That's Watch Dogs. Any other games, guys, before we head out? Anything that you guys been playing?
Non-game related, I forgot. I got my ham radio license finally.
What is your call sign?
Oh, well, really?
Again.
I'm not giving that out on here. That gives out my home address.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a bunch of numbers, right? It's not a...
Yeah, it's an FCC call sign.
Yeah, I always think of it as like a name. Like...
So what are you gonna do? Cam, put on Chaos Radio again and start playing black metal through your local area? Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's my little ham radio, little cheap Chinese thing for now.
So you're gonna build a bigger one?
Yeah, once I get the money, I'm gonna get a nice one for my pickup truck, and then one for the house here, and drive my wife crazy.
Yeah, when I was in high school, there was this guy that lived like 5 blocks away from where I lived, and he built his own little radio station. So our whole city at like 9 o'clock was taken over by this guy that would play black metal. And, I'm into black metal, so I would just, like, play it every night. And I was happy, because he wouldn't play just a song. He would play, like, a whole album.
Wow.
So it was really cool. Hearing Deicide at 9 o'clock at night, the whole new album, it was kind of killer. Until, you get arrested for illegally hijacking radio signals. It ended after about 2 years, but...
Yeah.
Hey, have you heard of, I don't know, any funny guys yet? Any candy canes or, I don't know, rusty nails or anything like that yet? Cam?
Say again, what?
Have you ran into anyone yet? How's the CB? How's the radio going?
I haven't. I'm just been listening and getting a feel for things right now. I don't want to piss off all the old timers yet.
Okay, yeah.
Yet is key word.
It's definitely a little glitch or whatever they got going there.
Yeah,
So.
I used to have a ham radio quite a while ago, and I'd just like listen in. And then I also had like this really, really super cheap radio. It'd pick up AM FM, but it was like probably about an inch and a half tall, like half-inch thick. And if the battery was low, though, it would get crazy because I would pick up air traffic control. Which was weird because I'd be listening to like the regular radio walking home, and then like out of nowhere, 10-9, this is whoever coming in for a landing. I'm like, what?
That's crazy.
It was really cool because you can listen to flight control because from where I was living, it was like about 2 miles from a small airport, so it was something different.
Yeah. Yeah, I listen to all that stuff too. I got the police and fire departments on my home scanner right now and listen to everything.
Yeah.
I got the fire department mainly on the justin.tv/Cam's house site.
With whiskey and true, yeah. If you ever go onto our Quantum Dawn webpage, Cam has his house cam up with his local fire department, which I listen to, and I hear multiple stabbings happen at so-and-so officers need assistance or paramedics need assistance. I'm like, what the hell's happening in Cam's neighborhood?
Man is brandishing a knife, and I'm like, sounds interesting. Sometimes I don't even know the shit going on in his neighborhood, and I say, Jesus, man.
Yeah. We know what Cam's doing in his clandestine activities.
Yeah.
With ham radios, finding...
planning a bank heist. I know he is.
Oh. Anything else, Whiskey or VREV, before we wrap up? Anything, guys? Other than, like where could they, what website if people want to join VREV and Black Square? Wait, not Black Square. Yeah, Black Square. Excuse me, I was thinking something else.
For VREV, they can go to guildlaunch.vrev.com and send in an application there, and I can grab them.
Yeah, I'll write down.
VREV.guildlaunch, true.
Oh, right. VREV.guildlaunch.
Yeah, I'll write in the show notes and on the webpage or the YouTube channel all of this stuff too.
Yeah,
okay.
And for the blacksquare.net, we're cool. We have our own website sometimes. Whenever it's community run, right? So whenever somebody decides that they want to foot the bill for the month, we have a website, and off we go. So, no, it's great times. Again, much like everyone, a lot of community games. Know people have been playing the DayZ because they were complaining about how they couldn't build their backpacks because they didn't have any string.
What about for where can they reach you if they want to play with you guys for WildStar? Because I think I'm setting if anyone from Quantum Dawn wants to join you guys.
And then for WildStar, we're even more low tech. We have a Teamspeak.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, we'll still. The more people join, the more we can get it.
Yep.
Help you guys out. Okay, I see it.
Yep. Yeah, So an awesome TeamSpeak. Because we found out that apparently TeamSpeak does everything you could ever want from a web page. You can send emails, you can do public notices, and it was very interesting to set up a TeamSpeak to become your only content provider. So, but now, what's up?
No, that is great. Yeah, we'll put it in the show notes, and of course, anything else you guys want to add before we?
I've been playing Warframe lately. If any people want to play it, you can hit me up on TeamSpeak in my channel. Generally, Darkness. I know you, Cam and Demand knows who that is, but me and Darkness are usually playing together. So
Yeah.
I'm always looking for someone to play with. I usually play by myself. I don't have a problem. But if you're new and you need help, guess what? I've been playing since beta or closed beta. So yeah, and it's been an open beta for over a year. So that tells you. So yeah.
Thing with VREV, we have guys to play it too. If you want to hop on ours and find them.
Oh, you have Warframe as well?
We have about, true, correct me if I'm wrong, like 20 games that people play on and off.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about that once we're done here in the live stream, because it's more than just needs to be discussed in the live stream. So yeah.
Yeah. What about? Have you guys found a server yet? Echo, Whiskey, Echo.
No.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have found many servers.
Yeah.
And they fill up and nobody else can join. So it's been interesting.
When you guys do, please tell me. I'll put that. I'll update the YouTube for that too.
Certainly.
What server you guys use? Yeah. Well, I think that about wraps it up for us. This has been a hefty, our longest episode. Thank you guys for joining. Whiskey Echo from Black Square, and True Fear from VREV, and Sergeant Mile from VREV. Thank you guys for coming on. You guys, standing ovation anytime. Yeah, I wish we had standing ovation. One day we're gonna get people in the group chat when we start getting like devs in here. That's our goal, is to get Maggie. That's our ultimate goal.
Yep.
We have tiers. First like T-Ray, Higby, they're on the same level. Then I want Malorn and Xander Claus. I want them above. I want them.
Xander would be cool.
Yeah. I'd love to have them. And then Maggie, she's the top. She's pinnacle.
Yeah, and when she comes on, what she's gonna have to do is come to my house and broadcast from my location.
Yeah. That's good.
He's still jelly. I got to talk to her.
Yeah.
I've had some conversations with her lawyers.
Yeah. Being at a 500-meter radius away from Maggie.
All right, so that's been episode 4 of season 2. I'm one of your hosts, the man. Yeah. Okay. I'm ready, Cam. I'm ready. We have, of course, Whiskey Echo from Black Square. Thank you for coming.
Yep, thank you guys. Appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah. And Sergeant Mile and True Fear from VREV.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
No problem. And then Ogre, our Spec Ops and General of Dawn.
Have a good day, guys, whoever is watching in cyber world of the internets.
Yeah, we got a few viewers right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Good. And of course, Americam.
Yep, always here.
Yeah, please keep watching. Go to YouTube, subscribe, quantumdawn.com, theblacksquare.net, of course, VREV, guildlaunch.com. Join an outfit, or even just come hang out with us and Star Citizen when it comes out. Dang. What's the other game? WildStar. All these other games. Come join us. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching.
If you have any questions, I am like almost always in TeamSpeak. So don't be afraid to poke me and ask a question. That's what I am here to do.
I'll put our TeamSpeak up there. All right, and we're done. Thank you.
Alrighty.